Well, hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. I've just watched West Ham play Man City where it finished 1-1, so I think a score on that, all West Ham fans, we took that before the game started today, especially as the way, Man City at the London Stadium, it's been like second home to them, hasn't it, with the amount of goals and the wins they've had against us at the London Stadium. I think the best result we've had against them was I think 4-1 defeat. I think it was when City got 100 points. But yeah, valuable point, absolutely fantastic, really well deserved. Carrying on our brilliant form that we've had against Wolves, Leicester, Spurs, and now Man City today. So and our commitment and desire can't be questioned again, especially in that second half where they had the lion's share possession as they expected to have, and they create more chances than they did in the first half. But we were resolute again, and we're absolutely brilliant to see. And then, as I think the point was deserved. And on another day, could easily have won the game, especially if Antonio and Bowen would have stayed on for the full 90. Then you never know what could have happened. But we'll come on to them later. So we'll start with the first half, and our first 15 minutes was a whole lot better than last week against Tottenham. We were 3-0 down after 15, 16 minutes. Not the case today. City, as expected, dominated possession. I think we had about 74, 75% possession, but didn't create a huge amount with it. Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling are very quiet, and we're getting into a good shape. With our five at the back, off the ball, 5-4-1, and I think a little tactical tweak that I noticed today was, against Tottenham in the middle of the park with their three midfielders and Harry Kane dropping in, it was 4 against 2, our two being, Declan Rice, Thomas Souček. Whereas today, like Pablo Fornals was dropping in a little bit against City's three midfielders, so they didn't they weren't pinging about as much as City would do, and we were letting Kyle Walker and Cancelo on the left hand side have the ball out wide, which really suited us. And City, when they did get crosses in, we were snuffing them out because the likes of Aguero and Sterling aren't really going to win many headers against our defence, are they? So and a couple of speculative shots City, but nothing to really worry about. And then 18 minutes, West Ham took the lead. Brilliant goal by that man Mikel Antonio. Fantastic bicycle kick, wonderful technique, but really good build-up play at the start with Thomas Souček plays back to his Czech teammate Coufal. Really good first-time cross, and yeah, as I say, wonderful technique by Antonio. Ederson in the goal had no chance, and he held off Diaz really well. Antonio, and Diaz looked pretty good since his big money move to City, but just shrugged him off. And fantastic, wonderful goal, as I say. So. Even though City had more the ball in that opening period, I thought West Ham had the better chances before that goal, and I think finally deserved to take the lead. And I think, as I mentioned, that defence was looking in good shape. We were compact, not making it easy for City to break between the lines. Obviously City with the technical players, always going to dominate the ball, but we didn't make it easy for them, which we have done. As I mentioned at the start, every game we've played City at the London Stadium, whether it be the League or the FA Cup, we'd have a couple of chances, not take them, they'll go up the other end and score, and then we'd just capitulate. And that just wasn't the case today. We took our chance and we were resolute for the rest of that first half. Another thing I noticed was, not long after our goal, I think about 5-6 minutes later, Antonio was put through on goal by Fornals, I think it was, but a really good tackle by Garcia. So every time we were breaking City's midfield, we were getting into their final third and making something of it, which is great to see, what you've got to do against City's defence. But yeah, I think half time 1-0, and City only had one shot on goal. Had a few speculative efforts off target, Gundogan being one of them, but in terms of on target, only one. So I think it just shows how well we defended that first period. So second half, at half time, Foden comes on for Sergio Aguero. I think it just shows how quiet Aguero was. Obviously, he's coming back to fitness, but I think our defence were really resolute against him, done brilliantly. So Foden comes on, fantastic player, obviously Foden, and he made the difference for City. 51 minutes, Foden with the goal. Cancelo, who had a good game playing his unnatural sort of left side position. He took it past Safal, crossed it. It was actually behind Foden, but really good turn and a good finish. I think it was just a good guard. I think there was a huge amount we could have really done about that. Cancelo just beats Safal for pace. It happens. Possibly we could have got tight to Foden, but I think it's just a good bit of skill and a good finish. So just one of those really. But after that, those few minutes weren't great for us with conceding the goal, and our goal scorer Antonio going off. Hopefully it's a precaution. Looked like he signalled to the bench he wanted to come off, but he was jogging around sort of afterwards. So hopefully it's just a precaution. Hopefully he'll be available for the Liverpool game next week. If not, hopefully he'll only miss a game or two. And then that meant Yarmolenko could come on, and then Bowen instead went up front instead of Hilaire, although Hilaire come on later. But I think, like the first half, City had the lion's share of possession, but they created more chances. But even so, for me, it wasn't like Fabianski was having to make save after save, and it was just wave after wave of constant pressure. It didn't really feel like that. Unlike the other times we've played City at home. Maybe towards the end of the game they had a few chances, but I wasn't like holding on for dear life. I feel we were pretty, as I say, resolute and pretty compact and comfortable with just letting City have the ball essentially, and we still had some chances as well. I think it only really changed for City until it's creating more chances when Kevin De Bruyne come on 20 minutes to go. Hilaire come on for us as well. So De Bruyne comes on. And they create a few chances near the end. I mean, we haven't had the chances as well. Yarmolenko coming had a shot that was deflected, went over, and Fornals, he was played in by Yarmolenko, tried to chip Ederson, and I think it was the right decision. On another day that goes in, and then it was only the last sort of 5-10 minutes where I felt our backs were really against the wall. Raheem Sterling a couple of chances. Really good save by Fabianski. Sterling's touch was a little bit heavy, but great ball by De Bruyne. Sterling hits it at Fabianski, but a good save. And then right at the end, Riyad Mahrez cuts through our defence, and Fabianski does well at the near post. So I think this is what we wanted from West Ham today. Obviously, it would have been nice to get a win, but I felt confident that we'd get at least a point today based on what we've done the last few games. Our defensive capabilities have been a lot better last few, this season really. And just today I just wanted us to make it hard for City. As I said at the start, it's been too easy for City playing us at London Stadium with the wide pitch and obviously the very technical players they've got. But let's just make it hard for City today, and we did so. And as I mentioned, another day we easily could have won today. It was a good time to play City with our good form. They've not been flying out of blocks. Not been firing all cylinders, and the fact they've got some injuries as well, but still got some phenomenal players to call upon. Particularly that second half, that our resolute, we were defensively very good. And while still creating chances, absolutely brilliant to see, and we're showing some consistency, which in that sort of this season, and even after lockdown, we've been showing a little bit of consistency, which we haven't really had since last season at Upton Park. Certainly haven't had it at all since we moved to the London Stadium, apart from recently. So it's brilliant to see. We could go into the Liverpool game next week. Again, why can't we give them a game? We certainly did at Anfield last season. We should have probably got a point or even won the game. I don't see why we can't go and get something, especially with the injury to their talismanic defender Virgil van Dijk. So great point for us today. Really, really pleased with the performance, and we'll see how we go next week. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Give this video a like and let us know your thoughts on the game in the comments below. It'd be great to read those. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.